Thanks very much for your company on Fox Sports. The All Blacks lead 17 points to 12 at half-time in Hong Kong. And really, Brendan Cannon, Stephen Hoyle, was the only way to describe that. Frenetic. It was an unbelievable half of Test rugby.
Yeah, the Wallabies, as we expected them, came out of the blocks, and for the opening 20-25 minutes, controlled the game, had the overwhelming possession in their favour, had all the opportunity. But you could just see the composure and the experience of that All Black side, just weathering that opening Wallaby storm and just working their way back in to score 17 unanswered points before half-time.
Obviously, the scrum, a bit of an issue at the moment. They'll have to fix that up in the second half.
Yeah, look, it just seems like they're going early. You'd probably know more than me. The line-out's been very good, though. I'd actually be looking at now. They've stolen 2 balls. New Zealand have had 4 and lost 2. I'd be looking at really playing a bit of territory and putting it in the corner now, because we're actually getting some results from their line-out.
The scrum is frustrating, because what will happen with the Wallabies now, because they've conceded, I think, three or four penalties. 3 of those have been at scrum time, and 9 points have come from those penalties. Is they'll be sitting back on their heels, not wanting to over-engage to give soft penalties away. So it's a concession they have to make.
All right, let's have a look at how it unfolded exactly in that first half, and there it is. It is 2 tries each, but it's really the boot of Dan Carter that has made such a difference, with a couple of conversions and also a penalty goal there. So 17-12, but gee, you're right, it started so well for the Wallabies.
Started so well, they treasured possession, really worked the phases, and Quade Cooper, after a multiple of phases of the Wallaby possession there, really managed to take the ball wide, score in the corner, and things were looking really positive and encouraging for the Wallabies early on.
Yeah, the second try, which is off great line-out ball again, it's just Adam Ashley Cooper running a very hard unders line. He's a very powerful bloke, Coopy, and he loves nothing more than a bit of a post-try celebration, which Will Jenner helped him here with. But that was just from a quality line-out. It just had no one. All the All Blacks defenders were tied up very tight.
You can see here the advantage line the All Blacks were creating with the soft Wallaby defence. Jimmy Cowan with the softest of tries, but that came from Conrad Smith making a break 30 metres back into his own half. And here it is, the second try for Corey Jane. Kieran Reid, just sheer weight of numbers, ball out wide. Still had a little bit of work to do. Soft attempt there by Kurtley Beale, but the All Blacks well and truly back in that first half.
Indeed, and that with a couple of penalties, or a conversion there from Dan Carter, and then a penalty goal late. 17-12 for the All Blacks at half-time in Hong Kong. We'll look at some stats. The advantage line stat is something that's significant, but also the penalties, and you touched on this, Cano. The Wallabies have given away 3 penalties while on attack. You just can't do that.
Well, of the 4 they've given away, 3 of those have cost the Wallabies 9 points, which have contributed to the 17 that New Zealand have at half-time. But the possession stakes, overwhelmingly in Australia's favour by about 12% there. Everything on the left-hand category there for the Wallabies is in their favour. They should be ahead at half-time, but they've let the All Blacks get back into the half, control it, and really take advantage of it. Advantage line there, the Wallabies are too soft in defence at the moment. I think Kearnsey and Marto have spoken about it. They need to get more aggressive and stop them at the advantage line. But every time the All Blacks are getting the ball, they're literally getting over the Wallaby defence.
So the challenge for them now in this break, half-time, regain a bit of composure, I guess, Hoylesy. The radar isn't working early on for Kurtley Beale, Matt Giteau, but they've just got to settle down, don't they? And what will they be talking about at half-time?
I think they'll just be saying they only gave the All Blacks 2 very small chances, and they got 7 points out of both those. So there's 14 points just from 2 very minor chances. You just can't do that with the All Blacks. I think they'll just be talking about a very, very much composed second half. If they just control a little bit more, as I said, play their line out. We do like to attack, and when we sort of spontaneously do that, we do very well. But I just think if we sort of have a little bit more control in the game, it'll frustrate the Blacks.
I don't think we're controlling the ball really well in attack, but it's our defence that we're really soft at the moment. We're giving the All Blacks too many soft yards, and that's just allowing them to build that momentum. It fractures our defensive line, and then we're chasing our tail. We can't get that defensive pattern and structure, giving the All Blacks too many opportunities, so they need to really stiffen up the defence.
All right, let's see if the Wallabies can get that right in the second half. A short break, heading back to Hong Kong very shortly. Stick around on Fox Sports.
So from the kick-off, the ball out on the full by New Zealand. So we're going to have a scrum on halfway. Just overcooking that one.
Here we are. Come close, right up now.
Donnelly tried to keep it in play, but it had crossed the plane of touch, as the saying goes. 17 points to 12. New Zealand against over Australia.
Pause. Engage.
More pressure here at the breakdown. Kano over the top, and they got away with it that time. The Wallabies now. Cooper, a grubber, And it's into touch inside.
Showed an immediate intent on field position, Quade Cooper. Not a bad move. Referee allowed a rare feed for Australia to get through to Ben McCalman, who took it on quite aggressively.
Wallabies have done their homework at halftime as the All Blacks play on quickly.
Still inside their own 22.
See if they've done their homework in defence.
Is Carter back on the inside. Nonu got through a couple. And that's gone forward off a Wallaby, is he saying? No, the hand goes out now. Of course, it came off a New Zealander, but initially he was indicating advantage to New Zealand.
Clarkie was saying that Wallabies have got the breeze, and the breeze is picking up a little bit down here. It's quite strong.
Yep.
Breeze blowing directly behind him as you see Dan Carter go across field. Nonu again, that Quade Cooper a little bit high, but McCalman wraps him up. And the Wallabies know that Alan Rowland, the referee, is refereeing for the attacking team. If you're in possession of the ball, you've got the best opportunity to get the referee's advantage, and he's done that all game. So be in the opposition 22, get the ball, or in the opposition's half, get the ball, and then you're a good chance to get points because he's giving penalties to the team with the ball.
Now McCalman picks it up again, and Jimmy Cowan makes the tackle. Good field position for Australia. It popped up. Still there for Chisholm. Genia goes to the left. Dummy there from Alexander. Inside the New Zealand 22. Here's Sharp. Sharp goes to ground. Now Cooper. Out to Pocock. Giddo. Beale. Kirtley. Pops it out to James O'Connor. He cuts back on the inside, O'Connor, but McCaw is there. So too Kano. Good defence by New Zealand. Cooper across field. Mitchell. Wide they go. Adam Ashley. Cooper taken this time. Got the fend out, but Corey Jane made the tackle. Now the forwards got a bit of play between McCalman and Moore. Great opportunity. Genia has a go on his own. Pick and go, Ben Robinson. Still there for the Wallabies.
Push back, five.
Quade Cooper. Beale. Now Rocky Elsom. Elsom got rid of one. Rocky Elsom over the line. They're trying to hold him up.
I think the All Blacks stole that. Nunu, perhaps. Oh,
Here's Drew Mitchell coming back. So great defence by the All Blacks, and now Drew Mitchell has to start again.
Oh, this is dangerous. He's got some friends though.
Adam Ashley Cooper gives it now to McCalman. McCalman taken. 12 inside New Zealand territory. Adam Ashley Cooper. Pocock is there. Big drive coming in from the All Blacks, and now Genia dummying. Genia dummying again.
Stolen by the All Blacks.
Yeah, they're going to the breakdown.
Stolen back by the Wallabies.
Chisholm went straight through the centre. There's got to be some holes.
He's a mile offside, that All Black defender. He's come in from behind.
Oh, it's scrappy but competitive.
Who wants it?
Push back.
So Australia will get it inside the New Zealand 22.
Some big runners out wide for the Wallabies.
Not a great pass, but now Giddo gets his hands on it. Here's O'Connor, and O'Connor steps. James O'Connor can't find a way through. On the charge, Elsom needs support. Cooper, the little rubber kick, and Cowan will dive on it. He'll come back to the 22.
That wasn't what was necessary there by Quade Cooper. Just overcooked it. I think he wanted to pull it up short. Ball in hand. Would have been more vital. Great defence by the All Blacks, whether it was Conrad Smith, then it was Richie McCaw, Kieran Reid. They did not crack under extreme pressure.
Yeah, Wallabies just rushed that last bit. Just needed to maintain control of the seed.
Lost forward by New Zealand.
Got to play it on.
Here's Cooper.
The advantage over.
And Beale. Almost to the 10-metre mark. Penalty to Australia.
Is that Richie?
Come around. Not in the side, come around.
Yeah, Richie got in there straight away after Beale was tackled and just came in the side rather than through the gate at the rear.
Quade Cooper cleaned him out.
We're going to go for a shot at goal here. Again, just looking for points to...
Gee, this was close.
But plenty of possession and nothing to show for it in the second half, so they want to be the first team to score after the break. And good footwork from James O'Connor.
Gee, but a runner right here. Just there for a pop pass might have been handy. Gitto got there, but a little slow. This is where Richie McCaw was penalised. Yeah, well, it's really offside.
So the breeze favouring him more so than in the first half.
Yeah, there won't be a worry this half.
At Gitto.
Missed it, has he?
Pushed it out to the left. Oh, it continues to be a major problem. Goal kicking. Bram van Straten, the former Springbok sharpshooter, has been communicating with the Australian kickers from afar back in South Africa.
Well, they've been videotaping them at training and he feeds back. It gets directly fed to him on the internet. Then he gives advice. Some of the advice was to get his whole body, instead of falling away, he's been getting the right arm up higher.
So
not evident.
1 from 6 for Australia at the moment. 4 from 8 in Sydney last month. Now they lose it forward, and the All Blacks will try to make them pay. Kieran Reid. Nialamu thought about passing, then decided to go into contact because he knows he can get over the advantage line. They've been doing it all match when in possession. Now Dan Carter. Oswali Aina. Reid. Jane. Again the tackle not made.
Robinson stole it.
Here's Cooper. And that's out on the full. Well, he can be brilliant at times, but it just...
Oh, the intention was there to pump it long. Play field position. Keep Carter away from the post.
Just had to stay in the field of play, and Curtly Beale was way out in the open.
14, time off for a second, he's too close.
An All Black player down in back play.
That's Corey Jane, Clarkie.
How many points is that miss, Clarkie? I think that's, what, 15?
Three penalties and 2 conversions.
13 points.
Not all easy, of course. But
I guess the irony is for the Wallabies now, they've got so many guys who can kick. They've got 4 guys on the field at the moment who can all kick the ball very well. They've got Berrick Barnes on the bench, who is another great goal kicker. They're just not converting these opportunities at the moment, and we've seen it all here, haven't we, where it really costs them in the end. Wallabies, I like their game plan. I like what they've come out in the second half and tried to do. The one area that they need to fix up is their defence. They're still not aggressive enough, still not moving up enough, and they're not winning collisions. Rugby's often about winning collisions, particularly at the breakdown. If you don't win the collision in the tackle, you then give the advantage to the opposition. Richie McCaw and the back row of the All Blacks don't need to have that handed to them on a plate.
wobbly old ball, and Pocock has it for Australia on halfway. There's Genia kicking, nobody at the back. And it is
tragic.
Into touch in goal, so we're going to come all the way back to where he kicked it from.
10-metre line where Pocock's standing now. Oh, that is tragic. It was the right tactic, but bad luck.
Well, there was no winger there to chase it. The winger had come on over to the open side.
This was a big tackle there by Corey Jane that had to be made. He did. And Genia, all it needed to do was kick a lot more to the leg side.
And it was heading that way. It was just that last bounce.
Well, they need some luck. Every team needs a little bit of luck against the number one team in the world, New Zealand.
Okay, here we are. There's your mark.
Speaking of number one, it's 1 versus 2. The two Southern Hemisphere heavyweights heading north. All Blacks have got a grand slam after this the Wallabies. They play Wales and Cardiff next week. Now Carter gives it to Conrad Smith. It opened up and McCaw taken by Pocock. Nonu, tackle made by Adam Ashley Cooper. Mialamu, their best field position in the second half. The All Blacks. Is Reid taking it very hard into contact. Wally Aina dummies. Wakatoko on the inside. Asking questions of the Australian tacklers, but this time it was Pocock over the top. He was entitled to play at the ball.
Gee, the biggest worry there was the initial defence from the set piece, where Carter just slid across, dropped the ball on the inside to Conrad Smith, and both Cooper and Genia had gone too far across. They got inside of Genia even. Needed a sweeper on the inside. I'll tell you what, Keith, you made the point. I know it may knock Gitz's Matt Giddo's defensor out. Oh, here we go. Here's the turnover here by Pocock, straight onto the seed. Rakathoko trying to hang on to it until he got some friends to turn up. Might be time. I think Ben Robinson's coming off and slipper on, but I would love to see Berrick Barnes get on there. I know he's got recent goal-kicking form from the finals in Sydney.
Yes, indeed. Look, they've got to make better decisions, I think, the Wallabies there. Quade Cooper kick into this touchline, a right footer. Matt Giddo's a left footer. He can find another 30 metres on that kick from that side. Probably not the smartest options we're seeing in some of the decision makings from the Wallabies at the moment.
Tap down and Genia gives it now to James O'Connor. He'll be taken.
He's good in contact for a small man, O'Connor.
Cooper managed to get that pass away to Chisholm. Try and hold him up. To the right side they go. Quade Cooper. Curtly Beale on the inside. Oh, it came off.
No, it came off an All Black leg. That's the wrong decision by Elan.
Well, now Jimmy Cowan.
Oh, nice. Nice kick.
And Will Genia throws it across to Beale. Oh, he took an eternity. And that is into touch. Dean Mumm on the Wallaby bench actually caught that ball and threw it into the crowd, making sure there could be no quick throw in.
In reality, the rule is as soon as he touches it, there can't be a quick throw in.
Some movement on the Wallaby bench. Saya Fainga starting to warm up. He'll be on the field before too long.
Carter. Now Conrad Smith, and all the hands it goes, and they've got three over on the far side, and back on the inside is McCaw. Again he got through tackles, and Richie McCaw almost away. Terrible defence Australia. Now they're going to ask some questions on the other side. Quick hands required, and Nonu won't need anybody. Nonu. Terrible defence Australia.
Well, when Stephen Moore is matching up against Nonu, number 2 against number 12, there's only going to be one result unless there's something wrong with Nonu, and there's nothing wrong with him. Richie McCaw, the bust he made out wide, they're starting to look marauding, I think you described it. Once again, Quade Cooper was a speed bump and a hindrance more than a defender. Finally pulled down, but they were so far behind the Wallabies, there was two tight forwards out wide. It was Nathan Sharp and Nathan Sharp, have a look at it. And then Stephen Moore and Ben Alexander. Nonu took on the two of those and won it easy.
Well, it was two of the second rowers and two of the front rowers out there wide. They were never going to be able to shut that down.
Imagine him licking his chops about this stage when he looked to see who was ahead.
Oh, just way too easy. Well, it was the poor defence over the far side. You know, the video showed it. Quade Cooper's attempt there on Richie McCaw, just not good enough.
So many times tonight, Quade Cooper offers so many good points in attack. How do you hide him in defence? You can't. Queensland were able to do it because they had strong defenders. The Wallabies back line does not have enough strong defenders to hide Quade Cooper.
Dan Carter. He read the breeze perfectly. Flags are up, so that is 24 points to 12. 17th test try for Nonu, and that's 24 unanswered points by the All Blacks. Kate, they're on a roll.
Oh, they are. They've got momentum, but that's okay. You can sit back. There's 15 minutes gone in this half. Wallabies get a little bit of ball, score a try, and they're all of a sudden within one try again of the All Blacks. So there's no problems there. They've got the breeze and they just need to use it judiciously.
Koyava on the field for the All Blacks. Now it's Reid.
Kieran Reid's having a huge game tonight.
Well, so's Nonu. He's creating all sorts of havoc all over the ground.
Carter inside ball. Donnelly manages to hold on.
Trouble again.
Here's Kieran Reid. And Franks is out there. Fortunately for the Wallabies, it was a tight forward. Now it's Brad Thorne, 35 years of age. Now the oldest ever All Black to play Test rugby. Going past John Ashworth.
Pocock's there. Does get it. Here's a go. Go, Rocky.
Rocky Elsom. Elsom gives it away now to Alexander. He pops it to Giddo. And Giddo is taken inside the All Black 22. Penalty holding on.
Roland had no other option. He had Mialamu and Mills Muliaina digging away there, and Matt Giddo was on his knees, not releasing it. Great turnover ball provided by David Pocock, scavenging it out. Rocky Elson capitalised. Alexander did well. In the end, the Wallabies didn't have enough men there, and the pressure was off.
Just the All Blacks making so much easy yardage. There's the turnover ball. Guinea did the right thing. Elsom had plenty of defenders around him. He did the right thing, cut back inside. Good support from Alexander. The All Black defence scrambling so well.
Mialamu looking to go long and finds the target. It was Tom Donnelly.
That's the hardest throw, and he's pulled it off easily.
All Blacks showing their versatility. Not only can they run in open spaces, they can ruck and maul too.
Now they clear it. Carter hasn't taken on the line at all today, Carter. Now Muliaina. They make the tackle, but they're over the halfway line. The arm is out. Advantage being played. Kano. Slipper made that tackle. Cowan to Carter. And now Carter decides to have a bit of a jink. Advantage is over and they lose it. The Wallabies go pouring in. We'll come back for the knock forward. 3 tries by New Zealand. 2 before half-time. Only try in the second half. And of course, when they played in the Tri-Nations, they had a record 184 points in 2010, averaging 30 points, 22 tries, which is another record for the Tri-Nations. Give them a sniff and they'll take it.
Joe Rakithoko trying something exceptionally tricky. One hand, was going to drop it onto the right boot, pulled it back in and then forgot to hang on to it.
Yeah, just hold it there.
New Zealand has won the second half
just means you don't
in
get
the
a free
past
pass
10 Test matches against
up,
Australia.
Rise up, up. I want you closer. Come.
The stats are there to be broken. Can the Wallabies do it? 19 minutes gone in the second half.
Okay, there you go. Crouch.
Match started in daylight now. The lights are on at Hong Kong Stadium.
Pause. Engage.
Young James Slipper.
Just stay tight, I'll get him to go
only
straight.
21 years of age, his 10th Test appearance.
Okay?
Big moment for him up against this wily All Black front row. Woodcock, Mialamu and Franks.
It's been half an hour at least since the Wallabies looked dominant in attack. One of their rare opportunities here.
Pause. Engage.
So Genia puts it in.
Haven't had much clean ball from the scrum, still not.
Go again. Come across, yeah.
The scrum went down on this side that time. Woodcock down.
Come over, come over. Who do you want off?
I see Rocky Elsom giving the death stare to the touch to the assistant referee, touch judge. Of course, they're both Irish. You need no more from his time there.
Well, Dan Carter is being replaced. So he's managed to get through.
And Franks as well.
60 minutes on the ankle after the operation. So Stephen Donnell coming on, so too John Afoa.
Well, you know what they said, Dan Carter had come off around 50 or 60 minutes, and the All Blacks were hoping they'd be on top by the time they replaced him. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, and they're well and truly on top, Marto. Well and truly.
At the moment.
CFA, and you're about to go on for the Wallabies' next break in play. We'll replace Stephen Moore.
Segenia puts it in and takes it out. Gives it to Cooper. There's the wide ball. And Beale gets on the outside, and he's got Drew Mitchell. He dummies, and then he gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell for the corner! Drew Mitchell! What a try!
Oh, you don't see too many first phase tries caused by extension football, and that's all it was. It was numbers. Who was it that slipped over? I guess it was Conrad Smith. Should have made that tackle on Curtly Beale. He couldn't because he was on the ground. Bill played it perfectly. Through the dummy, turn it back on the inside. Have a look at the runners. You got 3 decoy runners before you give it to Beale. You jam them up and then you go wide. Smith could not recover. And then he goes at them. Well done, Curtly Beale. First to suck Muliaina, and Rokothoko just had too much distance to cover. Brilliant.
It was Toiova that fell over, but Curtly Beale just played it beautifully, straightened it up, forced the defence to come back in, which gave Drew Mitchell an extra couple of metres, and didn't he fly for the corner? And aren't they happy Wallaby supporters? They're back in it.
Back in it big time. So that was Toiava there at outside centre who turned and couldn't chase because he'd fallen over.
It was actually, Marto, he was on the wing there, and the All Blacks used that compressed defence. Their first 3 defenders are always quite tight, and then they drift. They always leave a player on the outside, and that's how Toiava slipped over. But I tell you what, that ball from Curtly Beale, that is out of the top draw.
Isn't it beautiful?
Change of kicker, James O'Connor to attempt this one from wide out. 24 points to 17. New Zealand in front. And O'Connor from out wide.
Looks good.
Flag is up. Where's he been all night?
Waiting.
24 points to 19. Game on in Hong Kong.
Well, there's the speed of Curtly Beale, Cave.
Kearnsey, that is magic stuff. Turn Mills Muliaina. They're the decision, mate. They're the decisions at crucial moments where you've got to do the right thing. Quite often players can get greedy there and hold on to the ball. He threw the dummy, turned him, and then threw the pass. Beautiful football from Curtly.
So Stephen Donnell goes high and long down to the try scorer, Drew Mitchell.
Hasn't seen a lot of action, but gee, what his job is to finish, and he did it superbly.
And now Quade Cooper.
Oh, that's no good. They'd want to go long.
Pop gun, really. And Muliaina gives it now to Rokothoko, gives it now to Conrad Smith, and they're good at hitting back, the New Zealanders and Australia.
Big hole in defence there from the Wallabies.
Yeah, Australia can be so sloppy after scoring a try. Decoy runner, not penalised, and it's play on. Cowan. Now Muliaina up from fullback, looking for some action. Hammered. It's out for Donnell. And he'll take them on. Replacing Dan Carter. Here's Cowan. Afoa, and all of a sudden...
Forward pass.
Oh, let off for the Wallabies. I was just about to say that they're building momentum, the All Blacks.
Berwick Barnes coming on to IC Cave.
Yes, very keen to get on the field. Berwick has been up, warming up for about the last 15 minutes, trying to give the message to the coaching staff he's good to go.
12.
He is about to come on for Matt Kiddo. They'll miss Matt Kiddo's left foot. It'd be a great opportunity after that scrum to have Matt bang that ball down, but Berwick kicks probably equally as well off both feet. Hits the ball beautifully, both left and right. Good to see him getting some game time because he has played some wonderful cameo appearances for the Wallabies this season. He'll be licking his lips at an opportunity now with still 17 minutes to go and a real chance to make a difference.
So Faenga is on there as well. For the law aficionados, a player can only go on from around the halfway mark now, and he has to wait until his teammate is off the field completely.
Oh, I was sitting here wondering what was going on. I thought it was a Hong Kong law.
No, that's the new law brought in. Just stops a team from maybe having 16 on the paddock at certain times.
Crouch! Come up. Come right up. Thank you. Stay there. Don't have your heads touching.
Big scrum required here by the Wallabies. They need to be the next team to score.
This disruption is just occurring because Elaine Roland is taking too long to call the scrum.
There's nothing wrong here, so sort yourself out here. Crouch! Touch. Pause.
His gaps are too big between the crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Well, that time New Zealand got it wrong. Penalty Australia. Relieving penalty.
Look, all season you go through crouch, touch, pause, engage. And now tonight the gaps have to be about 2 seconds in between everything.
Find the space and I'll deal with the other.
Keep.
Touch finder.
Great kick.
You can see the breeze there that Quade Cooper took advantage of it. Here it is. The referee not managing the scrum as well as he probably had hoped. Having both teams, as you pointed out, some issues now. An opportunity, Wallabies 40 out. Opportunity to attack. They've thrown well. Stephen Moore had thrown well all night. Sayafai Inga first throw to the line out. Important one.
New Zealand 24, Australia 19, and it's straight through the hands of Chisholm.
It wasn't a throw.
Oh dear. And now they'll look to hit back the All Blacks. Cowan to Donald.
Derek
Reed.
Barnes, the first person to put
Nonu
on his backside.
Yeah.
Here's Cowan. Looked up and thought the gap was there. All Blacks have it. Good recycle. Woodcock throws the dummy.
Yeah, Pocock's there on the ball.
And he gets it. Pocock has it.
That's all he waits for be the person with an isolated All Black, and he gets it every time.
You can see why his teammates think so highly of him. He was voted by his teammates the John Eales medalist for 2010. The public, like David Pocock as well, he was voted Australia's choice as the Wallaby of the Year.
Okay, come on your way.
22 years of age.
Alright, here we are.
Righto, 2 penalties in the last 2 minutes have been significant momentum shifters along with that Mitchell try. You can see it in the Wallabies. Their shoulders are up. The tackles have got a bit of sting in them.
But they need to catch this ball at line-out time.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the throw before, was there, Kearnsey?
No, throw was good.
Missing it.
So Whitelock is on, and Donnelly is off for New Zealand. Sayafai goes long. Oh, it's a shocking throw. Unbelievably bad.
Fixed our scrum, now we've got line-out problems.
So James O'Connor looks up and he's got Kurtley Beale there, and Beale now will bang it
That's
long.
nice and big.
And it's into touch and they'll throw in quickly. Across it goes to Kieran Reid, and now over to Toiava. And no, it's not, it's Muli Aina. And he kicks and looses it forward, and Kurtley Beale has it for Australia. What can they do with it? Pocock.
Surely that's a knock on. It came off his hand and then head.
Genia.
Stay back. Push.
Quade Cooper gives it now to Berrick Barnes. He dummies. Barnes.
He's got O'Connor with it.
Gives it. Oh! The pass was not good. A good one. I think Rokothoko had it covered.
Whoa! Berrick Barnes, the dummy and go. Do you remember a couple of years ago in Auckland? The try he scored with a dummy and a step. Reminiscent, but he had a lot further to go. Oh, nice ball by Quade Cooper. He dummied Woodcock. He knew who he was up against in an up-over. Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it was a great piece of defence from the back three then. Mills Muliaina came across. Joe Rokothoko hung off, ran Berrick out of space. Beautiful piece of defence.
Yeah.
But a real great impact immediately from Berrick Barnes. He's organising what's happening outside in the outside backs. I could see him talking, doing a great job.
5 points in it. New Zealand inside their own 22. Cooper holds on, and Pocock is in there searching for the ball. He won't get his hands on it this time though. Kano.
Australians coming off the line very quick. Their defence has got a bit more in it.
They need to make every tackle count. There's a
Weird one.
Yeah. Not what they were after, I wouldn't think. Now James O'Connor gives it to Rocky Elsom. Elsom steadies the ship, comes back in field. Can they find a hole? Genia. Took a while to come out. Barnes first receiver. Sharp gives it to Cooper. Footwork.
Oh, I thought he was going to give that there to Chisholm.
And he's lost it forward. And the All Blacks have it. Lost forward, so they cannot afford to make mistakes, Australia.
Well, Stephen Donald got the best of Quade Cooper in that tackle.
Here's Reid, punishing runner. They keep it low. Now Drew Mitchell.
Oh, there's room at the back. He's kicked it exactly where he should have. Oh, it goes too long.
Oh, it's too big.
Oh.
Twice now. We come back from where he kicked it.
He spotted it. His teammates told him that's about the back. He needed it to just get a bit of suck off the green.
Gee. That's a game changer, that one.
Shouldn't happen in a test match, should it?
No, look, it's the ground here is this odd kick from Stephen Donald. That little chip, the Wallabies should have made more of that, get the ball back 30 out from the opposition line. And then Drew Mitchell, the ground's cambered and it rolls away to that end to the right of your screen. It rolls downhill as it gets towards the try line and certainly into the in goal. And with a bit of breeze behind it, it's never going to stop.
All Blacks. 10 minutes remaining. They'll try and close it out. Free kick though. Again, the All Blacks getting it wrong. Going too quickly. Here's Nathan Sharp. And Sharp. Tackled on halfway. Genia. McKelman. Cooper.
This is looking for the touchline this time. And
did he take it back?
no, 22.
Gee.
24-19.
The breeze again.
Just a couple of inches too long, that kick.
It's only inches in that. Yep.
Donald goes high. Adam Ashley Cooper will come across and take it. He's claimed immediately, but he lays it back. So they start from halfway.
Again, Cooper looks for the touchline.
And he's on the line, so it's back.
Well, that's 3 in the last 5 minutes. The Wallabies overcooking each time. It's killing them.
Well, there looked to be space out wide there from the Wallabies. I was looking forward to a running play. They're obviously just want to get that field position, want to camp down there. The All Blacks haven't had any field possession this game. Look at that, on the line.
Yeah, it'll be all right at Wimbledon, but we're at a Hong Kong stadium playing rugby.
Mialamu finds Kano. All Blacks on halfway. Mialamu has it tucked under his wing at the back. Good meters.
Oh, look at him commanding that ruck, Kearnsey. You'd be loving that.
Oh, beautiful play.
And they lose it.
Cowan's knocked it forward.
And it's into touch.
And Cowan will be off in a second. That'll be Matthewson's about to come on.
L.B. Matthewson, only his second test match appearance. So Jimmy Cowan scored a try in the first half. His night is over in Hong Kong. Real buzz here around the ground. 1 versus 2 in the world. Mark Chisholm coming off, so Dean Mummer's on there.
This is where they need a big impact from their reserves. They're on the field now. They've got plenty of time, 8 or 9 minutes, some more than that, to make a difference.
Good.
Knocked down for Matthewson, and Donald gives it to Nonu and Ma'a. Oh. L.B. Matthewson trying to catch them napping around the ruck. So good, ball in hand, the All Blacks getting over the advantage line.
Such a destructive 3 phases after the line out.
Dean Munn made that tackle. Pick and go now, All Blacks. Just trying to soak up the time and the energy out of the Australian defence. Ofoa over to a runner. Now it's Thorne. Still there for the All Blacks. Not in any hurry to go wide. McCaw.
They're trying to suck a penalty out of the Wallabies here.
Albie Matthewson. Faenga over the top of him. Who wants it? It's still there for the men in black. Now it's Mialamu. Plenty of continuity. Not really going anywhere, but they don't mind.
They're sucking up defenders.
Matthewson now gives it out. Woodcock. 10-metre mark. McCaw. Not a great pass to Whitelock. He got away from one. Genia. They pop it up. Reed. This is what they're so good at. Now they'll go to the other side. No, Donald's going to throw it back to Kano. They'll keep it in tight. They're going to back themselves against this flimsy Wallaby defence in Hong Kong. Advantage. There's the penalty they've been looking for. Now it's Donald.
Now they'll look for Nonu.
Oh, Mialamu. Not Muliaina rather. And that was a forward pass. So we're going to come back, and this is the penalty. And this just might be enough to give New Zealand their 11th straight victory against Australia.
Not Donald's good side, but if he puts this over, they're out to an 8-point lead, of course.
Richie points at the sticks. Well, they had all the possession in that little stanza, Phil.
Oh, they earned this, Kearnsey, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Just really good continuous play. They didn't rush things. They just sucked it in. And the Wallabies just giving that penalty away at the end. You called it, Marto. Said they're going for the penalty here.
That was a forward pass to Muliaina. So no Carter on the field. It's Stephen Donald.
No. It's not a hard one.
Getting there, yeah.
Is that his first kick?
Yep.
The only hope I can offer Australian viewers is that sometimes he does start poorly.
Four minutes remaining in the test match. A huge kick here for Stephen Donald. He moves in. He strikes it.
He's pushed it wide.
Waved away.
There is hope. There is hope. This Australian backline can score from anywhere. Genny is coming off. Burgess is about to come on.
Wait.
Well, hard for Burgess to come on with just 4 minutes to go, but we've seen him make plenty of impact in previous weeks. The ball has popped up for Alexander. Sharp dummies and then takes them on. 10-metre mark. Short side they go. McCaw makes a tackle, stands his ground. Cleaned out though. Cooper. They'll want to keep ball in hand now, I suspect. Here's Kurtley Beale, can't find a way through. Burgess.
Mile offside.
And now Cooper. Wade Cooper.
Oh, give it.
Giving it to Alexander and now McKelman. And they're down inside New Zealand territory, the Wallabies.
And lost it.
Penalty. Penalty against the All Blacks.
Got to go for the try. Go for the line out. Go for the try. What a finish!
24 points to 19. New Zealand over Australia. Less than 3 minutes remaining. They take the quick tap.
They're not confident in the line out.
Here's Sharp on the 22. Can Quade Cooper find a way through? New Zealand is so good in this situation though. They will tackle like demons.
Oh, over the left.
Derek Barnes. Inside ball! Kurtley Beale. Pull down. Quade Cooper. Cooper. Just need to be patient, the Wallabies. Here's Barnes. And now Pocock. Didn't give it. Still there.
Too slow, too slow. Slipper's on his own.
Again, they don't need to panic.
On the left, Barnes, Cooper, O'Connor and Adam Ashley Cooper. No, he's on the right.
Saya Fa'inga fell awkwardly.
Release Tucker!
Penalty. Penalty against New Zealand. They take it quickly.
Wait!
Yellow card would be good. Righto, someone needs to take charge. Berrick Barnes is trying.
Ben Alexander, 5 metres out. Elsom. All Blacks make the tackle. Cooper. O'Connor. James O'Connor. Still going. He's so good on his feet. Inside the final minute.
Oh.
Drew Mitchell.
Oh, I've lost it. Lost it.
Knock forward.
Oh, the mighty All Blacks withstanding the attack, and now they go long.
That's not out. This is not over. Wallabies have got 3 back behind the ball. Beale's going to have a crack.
Beale got on the outside. Curtly Beale. Pull down from behind.
It's on again.
They're inside the 22. Can the All Blacks hold them out this time? Sharp needs support. Drew Mitchell. Adam Ashley Cooper's out here calling for it. He's got the ball now. Adam Ashley Cooper loves to take them on.
There's
advantage.
Penalty coming.
Now it's Quade Barnes giving it to Deebom. Almost through Mum.
On the
5 metres out.
Oh, it's too slow.
Full-time siren has sounded.
He's going to go a yellow card. No, he wants to.
Quade Cooper.
Oh, no.
They just need to settle. Burgess. I thought he might have been going for the yellow card, but no.
I think he wanted to. The Wallabies didn't give him a chance.
They're flat-footed. Here's Beale. Adam Ashley Cooper didn't have anyone on the outside. Now he'll step back on the inside. High tackle. A high shot. What a finish. Mitchell. Here's Pocock. All Blacks have made so many tackles. Can they hang in there? O'Connor! Trophy Australia! We're locked up at 24 all. Kick to come.
You want this young team to show a bit of patience and to have the courage to keep going? Well, they have. And they showed poise. Oh, what poise. O'Connor, 20 years of age, has stepped inside 2 and smashed the ball down.
Oh, and who's going to take this kick? That's
Might
the
as well give
question.
it to O'Connor. Why not? It doesn't matter, because right at that very moment, when he planted the ball down, Australia have said to the All Blacks, we're good enough to go you at your World Cup next year.
And the Wallabies win a second half for the first time. There's O'Connor slamming it down.
What patience. Guernsey, there was only 1 minute and 30 seconds left when Stephen Donald failed to put that kick back into touch after the Wallabies knocked it forward. And Beale had the guts to have a go. Sidestepped 2 and went back. And from there, the Wallabies have had the ball for the last 3 minutes, survived 3 penalties, and then end up with a try on the right-hand side. You remember Blockford Tane?
Stephen Donald knows he could have won it for the All Blacks with the penalty attempt not so long ago. Spare a thought for James O'Connor.
He does not care. He has ice in his veins, this kid. Look at the size of him. He can sidestep. He can then run through people. It's amazing.
20 years of age. He scored the try. Now, can he win Bledisloe 4?
Will he come? The names of Beale, Eales, Burke, Mortlock.
Let's watch it. This to beat New Zealand. Oh, it's down the middle. The drought has been broken. The Wallabies have won a famous test match in Hong Kong. 26 points to 24.
Bring on the World Cup. You reckon they're happy?
That's astonishing. And the All Blacks, no excuses this time. They had Carter, they had McCaw, they had their strongest team.
What a game of rugby!
Oh, I'm shaking up here.
A bonus 3 or 4 minutes in that second half because of those penalties in the last 2 minutes. It went on and on and on. It was the poise that Rocky Elsom spoke about that the victory over South Africa at Bloemfontein taught them. They showed tonight that they'd won. They'd learned a big lesson.
17 points to 12 at half-time in favour of the All Blacks. 24 points to 12 they led at one stage. And oh, the celebration's amazing. Look at the relief on their faces. They've worked so hard for this one. Lost by a point.
O'Connor's in the middle of that.
A point was the defeat in Sydney. Now they've won by 2. Two great teams. World number 1 versus world number 2. They're favoured to go through and meet in the final of the World Cup in New Zealand in 2011. They'll play the Tri-Nations next year. Richie McCaw, he said in the paper this week that they're going to win one soon, Australia. Let's hope it's not too soon. Well, it is. We're going to get a word from Rocky Elsom shortly, so stay with us. What a finish.
Oh, you want progress from a team. You think over the 4 Bledisloe Cups against New Zealand this year, the progress that they've made, that's what makes a coach happy. Look at O'Connor there. He can't believe it. The Justin Bieber of Wallaby rugby. So calm.
Let's get a reaction now. Ian Jones, the former New Zealand international.
Yeah, thanks very much, Justin. Well, Rock, congratulations. It was always set down to be a thriller. They went to the wire. You must be very proud of your team.
Yeah, really happy with the way we hung in there. I don't know if it was their great attack or us making things hard for ourselves, but it was pretty tough for a while, but we got back in the groove and just kept fighting.
We talk about character in Test rugby. Your team showed a lot of that.
Mate, I didn't catch that.
We talk about character in Test rugby. Your team showed a lot of it.
Yeah, they showed a lot of that. I think that we've been building on that slowly during the Tri-Nations, but I couldn't fault that effort. Like you said, the character of the guys shone through there.
Did you look back to the game and a turning point where you think the momentum went in your favour that second half?
Well, I don't think there was any definite point. Obviously, Drew's try was a crucial one, but I think that we obviously got off to a great start, and then they hit back pretty hard, and we stemmed that flow, and I think that was probably the most important thing for us.
The contact zone. Both teams haven't played for 6 weeks. Ferocious around there.
Yeah, that's right. I think that the attacking players had the advantage. It's very hard to put a tackle on, as you saw. Like a lot of guys had to resort to going high there, and they're getting brushed off by some, both teams strong ball carriers. So it was definitely difficult to defend, but that's probably a good game of rugby.
Both teams are going to the Northern Tour. Their best possible way to start for the Australians.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a better way to start.
Thanks very much, mate. We've got Richie McCaw now. Tony, well, Richie, as I said to Rocky, is always set down to be a thriller. You're under the pump early, showed a lot of composure, not quite at the end.
Yeah, we were pretty rusty for starters, and the Wallabies certainly started with intensity that we weren't quite up to at the start, but I guess we got ourselves back in the game, and it's disappointing we had a chance of closing the game out, and we just got put under pressure and didn't manage to do it.
When you reflect back on this game, the little mistakes the All Blacks made, turnover ball, relieving pressure.
Yeah, you can't afford to do that because a quality team like the Wallabies will make you pay, and I think we saw that tonight. The first, I suppose, 20 minutes we didn't have a lot of ball, but the ball we did get, we just chucked away. So just can't afford to do that. But I guess that's test footy, isn't it?
Talk to Rocky about character, though. I mean, 26-24 in the end, but your team shows some character at the death.
Yeah, well, I guess that shows you what it means to both teams, and we were working pretty hard at the end there, but perhaps when we got a turnover near the end, perhaps out would have been the best option, but it's easy in hindsight, isn't it? So just one of those days that we just couldn't get the ball at the end.
You brought your team in the huddle, said to keep the chin up. What was the other message?
Yeah, well, can't do anything about it now. The guys certainly worked hard tonight, but as we just said, mistakes sort of let them in it. But I guess that's Monday's job. We've got 4 weeks ahead of us, and just because you have a bit of an average day at the office, we've got to get straight back on the horse in London next week. So I guess that's the message we've got to give.
Well, thanks very much, Richie. You thrilled this great crowd. It was another wonderful Bledisloe Cup match. Good luck next week in England.
Yes, New Zealand will be playing England at Twickenham. Graham Henry Well, he's a loser in this one, and Robbie Deans, he's waited a long time. He's waited since 2008 to beat his country of birth. They missed 5 kicks, Australia, but they have won it. What a finish. We hope you've enjoyed it. Australia 26, New Zealand 24. The Wallabies now head off and play 4 more test matches on the Northern Tour, 2 midweek games, and James O'Connor nailed it with a try in the end, and this to win Bledisloe 4. He nailed that one as well. Stay with us. We will take a break and then move back with the presentation of the DHL Cup, and of course Nick and Keno and Horsey will take you through the highlights as well, and there were plenty of them. Australia victorious in Hong Kong.